Carnival of Monsters, for a Pertwee story this is pretty good, 4 out of 5.
I see you've given yet another Pertwee story less than it actually deserves. Rani probably thinks Last of the Time Turds is better because it had an AI of 88. What an absolute fool you are, Rani.
Stop being a twat. I give a story a good score, the same as other people, and still you look for a fight. I'm not a fan of the Pertwee era, as is my right surely. At least I can look beyond that and recognize a good story when I see it.
You are duty bound to give it top marks. Dudley Simpson's score in this story is the beginning of his brilliance. From the first Singapore chime to the SS Burness chases, his incidental music really uplifts the piece tremendously. Unlike Murray, you must all cry damn it Disney emo dirge gold. Pertwee's era is clearly better than the horse shit in RTD's remake series in every sense.
No, there were 2 very poor series in Pertwee's tenure.
Like what?
Death to the Daleks is truly dire.
I thought Death to the Daleks for its faults was still much better than most of the shite RTD has produced, written, or ruined.
No, RTD has produced much better than that.
Rubbish. All of his Dalek stories have been plotless shit by comparison. At least Death of the Daleks did not feature a lot of fucking talk and game show hosts to please all of the public morons who watch such mindless trash. That is because it had an intelligent script instead.
Lol, Dalek was a terrific story, as was Parting of the Ways. And this year's Dalek tales were epic.
Dalek was John Williams / Spielberg emo dirge which would have had nation turning in his grave. Parting of the Ways was absolute rubbish, a confused load of Marvel comic book nonsense with a huge cop-out deus ex machina. Journey's End was also similarly confused, a series of rapid-fire cop-outs and a script which made no logical sense whatsoever. Pertwee adventures like Day of the Daleks are head and shoulders above the lot in terms of characterization and plotting.
Lol, I must respectfully disagree.
So you think Day of the Daleks would have been vastly improved had the Pertwee double told us he was actually half human with one heart and proceeded to snog Joe Grant's face off to gushy music then? I expect you think the story would have also been vastly improved had the Ogrons, despite supposedly being slaves, had ownership to a control console which could destroy every single Dalek in their spacecraft in seconds for no apparent reason whatsoever, just in case any rebel or the Doctor felt lucky enough to gain access to.
No, but then the Doctor was not half human in Journey's End, other than what was established in your precious McGann TV movie.
Yes he was. He cloned into a half-human sex doll for Rose. He clearly states he has the Doctor's appearance and experience and memories, knowledge etc. but only one heart and a human body, hence he is half-human. I suppose you think Day of the Daleks would have been better if Joe and Pertwee had started slurpily eating each other's faces off to loud gushy music then, yes?
As you stated yourself, he was not the Doctor, but was cloned from him.
If he wasn't the Doctor then who was he then, Rani? What was his name?
He was the Doctor's clone.
So in other words he was a copy of the Doctor, yes? Therefore, RTD made the Doctor a half-human Lothario.
No, he made the clone of the Doctor a half-human Lothario, unlike Siegel who pulled the same trick with the Doctor.
No, it is clearly established by Siegel that his Doctor has 2 hearts, and is clearly recognized as an alien by Grace. Great, when I finally do meet the right guy he is from another planet. Unlike RTD's half-human single-heart clone sex toy Foro's Lothario Doctor. With the arguments you prove you are a considerable ass clown, but a very funny Rani at the same time. It's a wonder Billy Smart hasn't offered you a job.
If that was the case then you'd have most definitely have been hired as the chief clown.
Not so Rani. You would undoubtedly get the top clown's job, the boss clown of all clowns, who resides in Clownsbury.
I would still serve under you, the prime clown of Clownland.
Nonsense, you would be chief ruling clown dominating all clowns in Clown City in the country of great clowndom.